Boom, boom, boom. We are live. How's it going, everyone? Good morning. Just want to pop on here real quick and share some ideas with you guys that I was having this morning. And the two ideas that I wanted to cover are the idea of creating space for yourself and having someone or getting correct feedback. So I think these are two huge things that I've learned in my life that have really helped transform myself. And the first one is creating space for yourself. I think this has been something so huge for me, and I see a lot of people in our world today. We get so distracted by so many things. We have our friends calling us, we have messages on Instagram and Facebook and all these obligations, and we really don't have time for ourselves. And so I've noticed that whether it's in the morning or at night, if you can begin to take time for yourself, whether it's just, and I've been experimenting with lots of different things, whether it's like journaling, or people are into meditation or yoga, or even like weightlifting, those types of things where you can just kind of be with yourself and be with your thoughts. I've noticed that some of my best ideas lately and my biggest kind of like breakthroughs in life have come from those spaces that I've created for myself. Whether it's in the morning, it's just 10 minutes of sitting out here on my porch and having some tea or something. Just creating that space, I think, is just so huge. And I think I've just gotten so many good ideas from that, because like we're learning all these different things, we're hearing all these different things, but we don't really have time for our own thoughts. And I think that's just so huge. And then the other thing I wanted to come and share with you guys that I was thinking about this morning is the power of effective feedback. I had an interesting conversation with one of my buddies this morning at breakfast, and I was telling him some of the ideas and some of the plans I was having that I wanted to do in the future. And I told them to him, and I was like really excited about it. And he like just straight up told me that was a horrible idea. And in my head, I thought it was fantastic and it was going to work out super great. But in reality, and I think that's so huge, because sometimes we can, especially for me, and then just speaking from my experience, we can kind of delude ourselves into thinking that we're always right, and we can kind of, especially really for me, I can really delude myself into my own thinking. And when I start asking other people's opinions about stuff and getting their feedback, it gives me that person to bounce against, and it allows me to have that effective feedback that I wouldn't have if I wasn't asking for feedback. And so I think a lot of people are afraid to do that, and I certainly don't like getting criticized or judged in any way of getting feedback on something that I'm starting, or something maybe I'm not initially good at. But I think it's so huge to kind of have someone there to kind of bounce against and bounce ideas off of, was because if we're just thinking in our own head, it's so easy to kind of delude ourselves. So those are just two thoughts I wanted to come on. I'm going to start doing a couple more of these, just some morning thoughts to share with you guys. I think we all have something to share, and I think every voice matters, and just getting on and sharing your own story and your own experience can be so valuable for others. So hope everyone has a good week. Staying safe. Peace.